It's a very few day when I feel special while reviewing a car, and today it's one of those days again because I am standing in front of this vehicle. Yes, you guessed it right, the Mahindra XUV 700. And why so? Because it's made in India and is offering us global standard features at a very affordable price. So viewers, get ready to see a detailed review of this vehicle in this video right now. Remember, you have tuned into Motor Hub.
Been trying to change what I've been trying to say. Words don't come straight from my head to my mouth. It's such a shame that it fell out of place. Was never me that was bringing you down. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more?
Before starting this video, I would like to request you to please first subscribe our channel because it's absolutely free of cost and it really motivates and encourages us to make such videos for you. Here I want to thank Mr. Karthik Singh sir for providing me this vehicle, and if you want to check any vehicle of Mahindra, then you may definitely visit GN AutoNation Mahindra. I am providing all the details in the description box below. Now let me mention the variant. This is the EX7L variant, which gets all the optional features, and it comes with the 2-liter turbo petrol engine. It produces 200 bhp of power, best in its segment, and 320 Nm of torque. Like really, Mahindra has done appreciable work, especially in terms of specification. Not only in terms of specification, in each and every terms, which I'll be mentioning in this video. And now I am wearing formal dresses today. And why so? Because I am reviewing the Mini Mercedes. Why Mini Mercedes? I'll be mentioning in the interior section. Now let me begin with the walk around. First of all, one thing I note is that the front fascia is slightly inspired by the Dracula's teeth. Here we get the small teeth, which is actually 6 in rhombus, and there is the big teeth, which is actually the DRL assembly. We get LED headlights, which gets the auto booster function, I mean adaptive high beam feature, and the C-shaped LED DRLs just complements the headlight in a great way. And there we get the new Mahindra logo, which get 2 picks, and it is the first design of Pratap Bose sir at Mahindra. There we get a lot of cuts and creases on the hood, and actually this blue color feels so good to look at just because of this piano black finishing, silver finishing, and the chrome finish which is given at the Mahindra logo. And now my camera is placed very far, and you may definitely see the car looks very nice from a distance, and the road presence is going to be class apart. Now let me move to the side profile. Now talking about the side profile, then first attention grabber is the alloy wheels. It gets beautiful looking alloy wheels with 235/60 section tires, and the size of the wheels are 18 inches. There we get massive size ORVM, which gets the camera, and the door handles are very much unique. Like look at this, I am unlocking the car and the door handle pops out. You may access the car like this and just lock the car, the door handles goes in. This is really a nice touch given to the XUV 700, and it's definitely appreciable work. And talking about the bonnet height, then it feels so good. So definitely the SUV presence is maintained by Mahindra, and you even know XUV 500 gets a very nice SUV presence on the road. So the XUV 700 is definitely going to have that presence. There we get the satin silver finish running all across from the A pillar to the last to the C pillar. Talking about the pillars, then it gets piano black finishing, and the upper half gets a very much floating roof appeal. Talking about the rear quarter glass, then it is also massive in terms of size. So I don't think so anyone is going to feel claustrophobic inside the cabin. Talking about the last to the D pillar, then there we get the Adrenox embossing, and thanks to this piano black finishing, we get a very much floating roof appeal at the end. There we get the fuel box. If I unlock the car, then press it, then the fuel box open. And if I compare the side profile to the one of the XUV 500, then it feels a bit similar, like this treatment which is given at the C pillar, and also the skirts and creases. Now let me move to the rear profile. Now talking about the rear profile, the first thing which looks very much unique is this. the tail light, which feels very much sharp and it is massive in terms of size. The XUV 700 embossing is also massive, and there we get the AX7L embossing. There is the new Mahindra logo, and the place where the Mahindra logo is placed feels a bit overdone in my opinion, but definitely design is definitely a subjective matter. So what do you think about the design language of the new XUV 700? The comment box is definitely open for you. There we get the rear wiper along with rear defogger, and only 2 parking sensors are given in the rear. There is no more parking sensor provided in any part of the car. Like in the front there is no parking sensor as well. Now let me open the boot. Then there is hardly any space if all the seats are up, but if I put the third seat down, then there is good amount of space on offer, and it is very easy to operate. So that's so yes, if you are traveling with 4 or 5 people on board, then definitely you may carry luggage, but if 7 people are traveling, then yes, carrying luggage may be a bit difficult. On the rear half we get the warning triangle only, and also the toolkit, and the spare wheel is provided on the underbelly of the car. Now let me move to the interior section and show you the space and all those stuff. Now talking about the rear seat space, then there is decent amount of space on offer. Yeah, it's good, but not as much as one of its competitor. Talking about the headroom, then definitely panoramic roof has eaten into its headroom, but yeah, it's also decent. And talking about the material quality, then we get very nice leather used inside the cabin, and also the roof liner feels so much good to touch. Only one thing which feels a bit cheap, that is this material, this plastic quality, but otherwise this wooden finish, the piano black finishing, and all the finishes given inside this vehicle feels so much superior. And now talking about the features, then we get a reading light over here, a massive size panoramic sunroof, and also we get twin AC vent along with a Type-C charging socket, and also some space to keep our mobile phones. There we get the power window control, and the door handles are also finished in beautiful silver finish. And if I talk about the comfort, then the comfort levels offered by the seat is fab. And one thing which feels a bit awkward to me is the non-availability of the 6-seater variant. Yes, we get only the 5 and 7-seater variants with the XUV 700. So I think Mahindra may have offered a 6-seater variant which will be more comfortable for 4 people or for 6 people traveling on board. There we get a center headrest which is actually fixed, it's not adjustable, and twin cup holders on the armrest. The armrest is also good in terms of size, which can easily accommodate 2 hands. Now talking about one more feature of the rear seat which is provided for the left side occupant who is sitting on the left side second row of seat, is basically the boss mode. Yes, it's not actually named as boss mode. Tata Motors calls it as boss mode, but yes, this actually increases the space for the rear seat passenger, but you may only use this feature when someone is not sitting at the front seat. So that's what is all about the second row of seats. Now let me move to the third row. So it gets one touch tumble, so it feels so much easy. Now let me get into the third row, which is a bit of effort, not a bit, a lot of effort. So first of all, now talking about the rear seat space, then look at this. My legs is already touching the seat and my head is touching the roof. And talking about the under thigh support, then there is no under thigh support as well. So even I cannot sit in this particular seat for 10 kilometers as well, because I am not even able to fit properly. So Mahindra has not done a good work in terms of rear seat, in terms of third row sitting. So best suited for children. But we get a lot of amenities here, like take a look at 2 speakers. We get our particular AC with the controller as well, and also a 12-volt charging socket. And also we get twin cup holders. So yes, they have given a lot of facilities, but in terms of space, they have not managed the space in the third row properly. And also in terms of boot spacing, they have not managed the boot space too. So I think they may have improved the third row and the boot space of the vehicle. Now let me jump into the first row where all the highlights lie. So when I open the door, first the seat moves behind to accommodate me, and I am inside, close the door, and there it again moves ahead. So definitely it's a good thing to have. And if I again open the door, then again it's moving behind. So yes, Mahindra has given the welcome feature to the driver and it feels so much soothing. Now let me move to the interior section. First of all, the Mercedes thing. We get two connected 10.25-inch touchscreen system. No, actually this is touchscreen. This can be toggled by using the controls which is provided in the steering wheel, but it feels so much similar to the Mercedes-Benz car. I mean, if for example the E-Class. And talking about the overall cabin, then it feels so much premium, and this screen comes loaded with a lot of features which if I want to explore, then I will take a lot of time. There we get leather finishing in the center part of the dashboard which feels so much premium, but the upper half gets all hard plastic and even the door gets a lot of hard plastic, but this wooden finish feels so much premium. Talking about the steering wheel, then the design may be a bit more improved. It doesn't feel so much funky, but yeah, it's good in, but yeah, it's small in terms of size. There we get controllers for the screen, and here we get controllers for the particular for the driver MID and also the cruise control. It gets adaptive cruise control function. Talking about the biggest lacuna of the interior, then it's all about the absence of the auto dimming IRVM, which I would definitely expect at this price point. Talking about the climate control system, then we get twin zone automatic climate control, which is the first in segment feature, and we even get a 360-degree view for the camera, which even gets a lot of controllers like a 3D view, side view, rear view, and a lot of views. So yes, Mahindra has loaded this particular car with a lot of technologies. Like here we get fun in XUV 700. In the diesel variant we get driving modes. There are 4 driving modes present in the diesel model, but it is actually absent in the petrol variants. Like the drive modes are zip, zap, zoom, and custom. Talking about some other features, then we get the gear lever on the lower half along with the electronic parking brake and auto hold function. The electronic parking brake with auto hold function comes as the optional kit, and we even get a rotary control for this particular screen which feels inspired by the Mercedes cars again. And talking about some more features which is given in the given surrounding the rotary knobs is to go back or to the home, then move to the music system, then even one custom button and one to accept or decline a phone call. The big now talking about the biggest highlights, we get 12 speaker 3D Sony surround sound system, which is fab in terms of output. And if you want to listen to the output of this surround sound system, then definitely follow me on Instagram. I am putting the links in the description box below. I am not putting it on YouTube because of copyright infringements. Talking about the armrest, then it gets a massive size armrest which can again accommodate 2 hands, and the under armrest space is decent, and even we get a additional storage for the compartment. There we get twin cup holders which is rubberized, and the new Mahindra logo feels so much nice. So I definitely love the new Mahindra SUV logos compared to the older Mahindra logo. There we get the massive size panoramic sunroof. I mean, Mahindra actually don't call this a sunroof, they call this a sky roof, and it is actually sky roof because it is massive in terms of size. Just look at the size of this panoramic roof. If I want to open it, I can open it like this. So they have just given both the controllers of the sunblind and the sunroof in a single button only. So they may have given us different controllers for the same. Like in the case of Tata Safari, there we get the space to keep our sunglasses, and there we get, and here we have a lot of controllers for the light and for the SOS controls. Let me now close the panoramic roof and show you this particular part. Then here we don't get any kind of mirror, but here we get a mirror along with a light. Now talking about some more features which I have actually missed to tell you. There we get the controller for the driver's seat which is electrically adjustable, and it feels inspired by Mercedes-Benz cars again. There we get 2 buttons which can control the seat, but there is one dummy controller which is provided just to give it a appeal like Mercedes-Benz cars, and also 2 more dummy switches are provided. I don't know why they have provided this 2 dummy switches. There we get memory seat functions which is a great addition, and it is definitely going to give a top competition to its competitors. One more feature which I have missed to tell you is all about the wireless charging, but surprisingly there there is no ventilated seats, there is no front parking sensors, and also a auto dimming IRVM is missing. And this particular screen is powered by Adrenox, and once it get connected with the network, you may even use Alexa by just giving voice commands on this particular car. It comes with Alexa inbuilt. And talking about the steering adjustment, then we get both telescopic as well as tilt adjustment for the steering wheel, and we get auto wipers and even automatic headlights for that point of time. Now let me move to the exterior section and give you my opinion regarding this vehicle. Now let me mention some unique features. First of all, ADAS, which is the Advanced Driver Assistance System. And guys, this car gets a lot of safety features. I'll be making a detailed video regarding the same. And talking about the next interesting feature is all about the insulation which is given in the wheel arch. We get insulation on the wheel arch, which will definitely help to reduce the tire noise as well as road noise, giving the cabin extreme silence. And the third feature is the blind view monitor. Whenever we give indicator of any side, the instrument cluster shows us the camera of that side, which will definitely help to avoid accidents which generally happen due to the blind spot. Now talking about the verdict, should you buy this car? So if you are looking for a splendid value for money package in this particular segment, then I don't think so there is any better option than this. I got a very few points where I can nitpick, but actually the pros of this car hides the cons like nothing else. So definitely it's a great product offered to us by Mahindra and Mahindra. Really hats up to them. So thanks friends for watching this video. If you love it, give it the like button, share it among your friends and relatives, and also to support us, definitely press that subscribe button, which really motivates us to make such more contents for you. And what do you think about the Mahindra XUV 700? Definitely comment down below. That will be definitely appreciable. So thanks viewers for watching this video once again. Bye bye till the next one.